Hey guys, so here we are. We are live at Smiley's Restaurant and Bar. It is an amazing place to come to because it has a lot of expats, but it's also located at a very good location on Pedro Clasante. After I finish the video today, I'm actually going to walk down the street and I'm going to film Pedro Clasante as I walk down and show you guys tomorrow on Random Wednesdays. I'm going to do a big video walking all the way down Pedro Clasante. It's a pretty long walk, but I'm going to video as I go along and show you guys what is going on. So hold on one second. I'm going to turn the camera around and tell a couple of more people come on. And I'm thinking I'm just going to let you guys see what's on the roads right now. As people pass by. Hold on one second. I'm just turning on my hotspot. There's a guy coming. You're going to see him turn right now. He has pillows. He sells pillows in the street. See them all over his moto. So right now we are located in Smiley's. Smiley's is a supporter of Living Good. Thank you so much, Smiley's, for always being a supporter of Living Good. All right. So what I'm going to do is wait for a couple of more of you guys to hop on. So yeah, tomorrow I am going to go. Oh, that little brother just got slapped upside the head. Did you see him get boops upside the head? She slapped him straight up upside that head. Now she's looking over. She's like, oh, she got caught. She's too upset. I know that feeling. I had little sisters. And it's not always easy being the older sister at all. So, oops, I turned the camera around again. So guys, I have some good news. Living Good is my talk show here in the Dominican Republic. It is on local television every... Hola, amor. ¿Tú quieres hola en mi camarilla? Okay, ven aquí. Oh, she's going to climb down there and she's going to come right over. She just wants to come say hi. Come right over here. Ven aquí. Hola. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Mili.
Mili. Hola. ¿Y tú vives aquí en Sosua?
Ajá, en el bate.
Ok. Gracias, Mili. Yo hablo con mucha gente en el mundo.
Ah.
Sí. Ok, Dios te bendiga, amor. Okay, gracias. Bye-bye. So I was just telling her I'm talking to a lot of people in the world right now. She lives here in El Bate, in Sosua, which I'm going to get to about relocation in a minute. But I just want to tell you guys, Living Good, it's a talk show that I have, and it is located right here in Sosua. Whenever you're in town, it's on Channel 3 on Wednesdays, and also in Cabarete on Channel 3. And in Puerto Plata, it is Channel 18 and 44. And it's every Wednesday from 7 o'clock until 8 o'clock. We talk about relocation. We talk about real estate. And we just talk about anything that's fun. Sometimes my guests just talk about what they love to do in Sosua. So that's always pretty amazing. Also, I just got a new microphone today before I got online. So let me see if I can just tie this one. It's still a little tight. Oh, there we go. Let me just put that right there. Yeah, I'm a little hot today. It's a little sweaty out. So the good news is going to be my show is doing so well on Wednesdays that the TV studio decided to rerun my show. After only 4 months, they are going to put my show into reruns. So that means we're going live on Wednesdays, and you can catch us if you're not here in the Dominican Republic on Facebook. So just add me on Facebook or follow me on Facebook, and every Wednesday I put the link up at some point during the day before the show, usually before 4 o'clock. And you guys can click that link. After you click that link, it will take you straight to the show, and you will get a notification if you follow Costa Norte or if you follow me. Every week you'll get a notification when I go live. And we film live here, straight from the studio to the entire world. Can you imagine? That is so amazing to me. And that's another reason why I offer all you guys the ability to advertise online, because we also advertise on Instagram. Now, there's another good thing. If you guys didn't watch my story time yesterday that I put up on story time, we are going to be turning story times into a a drama series. What? I was so happy when I was like, yes, that's amazing. So Costa Norte Studios and channel said to me, absolutely, they would be honored to use my story times to do a drama series. So all the story times that you guys have been seeing on my YouTube channel, we're going to be using those, and we're going to be bringing actors into the studio, and we are going to be reenacting all of the story times. If you have a story, or if you are a writer, anything of that nature, let me know, because I would love to showcase you guys as well. It would be amazing to do so. Alrighty, so I do want to say hello to everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Cerise Fairfax. This is my channel. I live here in the Dominican Republic, and I've been living here for 4 years. July 16th will be my 4-year anniversary, and I'm pretty excited about that. But in the meantime, the topic today is relocation and real estate, pretty much. Now, where I'm located at right now in the Dominican Republic is the north coast of the Dominican Republic. Now, in the north coast of the Dominican Republic, there are different areas all around. Now, one of the main areas is called Sosua. Sosua is a municipal, and I'm from Canada, and in Canada we have municipals, we have provinces, we also have like the capital, which is Ottawa, we have towns, we have cities. Toronto is a city. A lot of people think it's the capital. So here in the Dominican Republic, we also have provinces, and the municipal that is in the north coast, that's the most popular, is Sosua. Now there's also a province, and the province is called Puerto Plata. So Sosua is located in Puerto Plata. Now within Sosua, there are a few popular places that tourists love to visit and be close to, because it just kind of has like so much flavor. It has so much to offer. Now, this is one spot that I'm in right now, and it's called El Batey. E-L space Batey, B-A-T-E-Y. Now, El Batey is, some people don't even know the name of it. They just call this place right here Sosua. But El Batey is the center of what's going on for tourists. But it's not the center of Sosua, because Sosua also has Cabarete. Cabarete, a lot of people think, is separate from Sosua, because they will say, oh, I live in Sosua, not Cabarete. Or people will say, I live in Cabarete, not Sosua, right? And they keep the name separate, not realizing that Cabarete is actually a town, not even a town, it's an area or borough, if you will, located in Sosua. But just for the lack of, let's pretend we don't know that, just for the lack of other people's knowledge, let's just keep them separate in this video as well, okay? So Cabarete is another beach town, and it goes along the coastline. There's a beach coastline. Now, here in Batay, there are a lot of beaches, and the main three are Playa Chiquita, Playa Alicia, and also the main popular one, Playa Sosua. So if you relocate here to the Dominican Republic and you choose to come to Sosua because you really like the beaches, then you have hit it bang on. There's other places located in Sosua, and some of those places are like where I live. I don't live here in the tourist area. I actually live in a place called Los Charamicos. Now, Los Charamicos is a Dominican neighborhood. I wouldn't say that it's not a tourist neighborhood because it does gear itself to tourists as well. It's welcoming, very welcoming to tourists. Now, the reason why I call El Batey more of a tourist area is because it has a whole bunch of hotels and a whole bunch of Airbnbs. Now, where I live in Los Charamicos, it has some Airbnbs, and it does have like not a hotel necessarily. They have like what we would call a working woman's hotel, if you get what I mean. But they also have some long-term stays for Airbnbs, very nice, overlooking the water, gorgeous. But one thing is in Los Charamicos, they have long-term like apartments available, like where I live, tenancies. And Noche's here with me today, my dog, so you might hear her in the background. So the one thing about Los Charamicos is it is less expensive than what Sosua is. See, there I go, Sosua. Even though Los Charamicos is in Sosua, we all fall into that hole of thinking Batey is what Sosua is. But again, for the lack of a better understanding, we're just going to call it Sosua. So Los Charamicos, where I live, it is less expensive. It's more cost effective. It's more economical. And what I mean by that is you can actually get an apartment there for 1 month, and it could even just be like $200. Or you can get an apartment there, which is very beautiful, overlooking the water if you get it on the edge that I'm on, and you can pay like a good $900 a month, sometimes even more. So it really depends. But here in Sosua, a lot of people are geared to Airbnbs, which are just very temporary. You can stay for a day, you can stay for a year, even longer. And Los Charamicos, there's not too many places where you can stay for just a day. It's usually a lot longer term than that. Noche, tranquila, tranquila, honey. What's the matter? So yes, you see, it's a lot different when you look at it like it's pretty much like day and night, Batey and Los Charamicos, because El Batey is geared towards a lot of visitors. Like I said, daily rates, monthly, weekly rates, monthly rates. Okay, and now Los Charamicos is more geared towards monthly rates. And lay down, Noche. Lay down. Tranquila. Now, when you take all that into consideration, you may say to yourself, is Los Charamicos safe? Is it, as is it as welcome to tourists as El Batey would be welcome to tourists? Absolutely, because they share a beach pretty much. Playa Sosua Beach is very, very popular, and you just go from one end of the beach to the other and you are in each place. So Los Charamicos is where the Dominicans live, and when I say Dominicans, it's a Dominican neighborhood, okay? Tourists and Haitians and Dominicans all live there together. But again, it's not as geared to tourists, but it is as safe. Now, when you are relocating here to the Dominican Republic, You really have to look at what it is that you are looking for. Because some people, they're just looking for this type of life. Let me turn the camera around and show you what I'm looking at, because sometimes it's just nice to see. Now, down that street right there, you're going to find some apartments. But you're also going to find a lot of natural Dominican neighborhood. You know, I know a lot of people that live down that street, but the end that I'm up right now, is actually more of where a lot of tourists that live here long term come. The bar that I'm sitting in right now is a place where a lot of tourists come long term as well. Now, down by the beach is where you're going to find where a lot of tourists come for a shorter amount of time. So I always encourage people when they're coming here, come up this street, Pedro Clasante. Don't be afraid. A lot of people don't want to venture out too much away from, hola amor, too much away from the hotel that they're in. And they just don't want to push anything. They're like, oh, I don't want to push my luck, or, you know, you're not really pushing anything. You are literally getting to know your surroundings a lot more. And I think that is so amazing if you have it within yourself. Now, if you're just a person that's always careful and you're a little afraid at times, then give me a shout, because I can get someone to show you the area. And all you would need really is just one walk up the street, get to know the area, and you're gonna feel so comfortable after one little walk with like a tour guide. You're gonna be like, wow, this is so wonderful. And that's what happens when a lot of people get tours. They wanna move here. We have Keith Hanna that says, hola Cerise, looks good enough for me. That's wonderful, Keith. I'm so happy. Hola, amor. So yeah, you really want to just get yourself into an area where you are going to feel comfortable. That's it. Not necessarily where you're afraid of, it's not safe. When you come to Sosua, this municipal, you're pretty safe. Like, even if you're not here in this area, you're definitely going to be even close to the airport. You can take the local bus. The local bus is called the Guagua, but it's pronounced Wawa. You don't put the G in there, but it's G-U-A, or you can just call it bus, autobus, and it's the local bus, and it can take you all the way from Puerto Plata City to Sosua to Cabarete. It's pretty convenient, and once you get yourself around, you are going to feel so amazing. Now, I think this is Sterling, I'm not sure. The sun is shining in, and it says, hello, Miss Cerise, I have a question. For folks relocating permanently who are working remotely, how stable is the internet? Is stable fiber optics internet available in Sosua? Absolutely. Guys, the internet here is very stable. I work online, and most of the things I do are online. I speak to clients every single day via WhatsApp. And there has been, when I first got here, a few examples I will give you is the electricity would go out. And then my internet would obviously go out because the modem is connected to your electricity. But this was 4 years ago, and so during that time, what I would do is I would just top up my cell phone. So if you're coming here permanently, what you want to do is get yourself a number here, a Dominican number. It is not very costly at all. What you do is you're going to either get an 829 number, 809 number, maybe an 849 number, but I think all that exchange is gone from back in the day. But definitely get yourself a phone number. Now, for a phone number, this is what it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you 100 pesos, maybe 150 pesos now, because I haven't bought one for 4 years. And that's for your number and also your SIM card, okay? 150 pesos, the most, is $3. When I was in Canada, it cost 25 bucks. Makes you wonder, why would it be so much more expensive in Canada? But anyway, that's for another video. So once you get that, you don't even need to top up. You can just go from, you can sit at a place like a different bar like especially along the beach, and you just ask them, do they have Wi-Fi? They all have Wi-Fi, most of them. Now, if they don't have Wi-Fi, and you tend to go to a lot more Dominican places that don't generally have Wi-Fi, then you can just go top up your cell phone. And you don't have to top up your cell phone for a whole entire month. And the cell phone top up is amazing. You can stream on YouTube. I'm streaming on mine right now. I'm not connected to any Wi-Fi here. I'm using the data that I bought today. I bought data for 100 pesos, which is $2, and this is going to last me for 4 days. It says 3 days, but it usually lasts till like 4 days. And so 100 pesos for 4 days, and I can make live to airs like this, and I can also use it all the time. Pretty awesome. So there's another thing that you can use as well. Let's say you're working from home, okay, and you don't have a Dominican cell phone. You have your home phone, like not your home phone, you have your cell phone from your country. You can go to Altis, or you can also go to Claro. Those are the two cell phone providers here. And you can get yourself a little device about this big. This device looks like a pager from back in the day. You know, pagers? We're all dating ourselves now. So you can get it looks like a pager. All it does is it has like a little code on the back of it. You charge it like an Android, and on the back of it, it has a code, and then it works like a portable Wi-Fi. So you can use that as your internet as well. And it is pretty awesome. I used that here for about 6 months when I first got here. Oh yeah, for about a good six months for sure. I bought it off someone and just continued to use it. I bought it off someone in the street. And they run you usually about 60, 65 bucks. I think they're like 3,500 pesos. Again, I bought mine 4 years ago, but I can't see inflation making it go up more than, 70 bucks. So, hold on 1 second. Noche's crying. So I'm gonna ask for some water. Amor, poco agua, por favor, para mi perro. Y una copa de vino tinto. Sure. Sí, por favor. So, I used this portable device when I first got here, and it was amazing. I know a lot of people who come here, and they really don't see the necessity of like getting a cell phone with a Dominican number, because they don't want to have to, they're only here for like, let's say 3 months, right? Or maybe 6 months. And they're like, well, why do I need a Dominican phone number? I use Facebook more than I use my phone number or WhatsApp anyway. So they'll buy that little cube and they use it and they love it, Like again, it's like about this thick, about that wide, perfect. So you can find it through Altis, and you can also find it through Claro. Now, speaking of Claro, Claro also offers agua noche. Gracias. So now there's home internet providers, and they are De Lancer and Claro. So Claro is not only a cellular phone provider, but they are also internet provider. Now, their competitor is not Altis. Their competitor for cell phones is Altis, but their competitor for home internet is De Lancer. I prefer De Lancer for many reasons. One, even before I'm not being biased, But when I first came here, and you'll see videos of this in the past, I love De Lancer because it runs with fiber optics. Like it runs with your cable in your wall. And it is, for me, so much more convenient. Claro, I'm not knocking them, so I apologize. Anyone that works at Claro that's watching this, or even the owner, because this is a small town. Claro tends to be a little bit, for me, I know people that really love it. Claro, se por favor. And so for me, I wasn't really into the phone. Claro is ran by the home phone. And I had issues every time it rained out. And so I like De Lancer. It runs through the cable. It's very reliable. They show up immediately if you ever have an issue. And I really appreciate them. And also, they own the channel of my television show. Just happens that I love them. Like, you know, wouldn't that be awkward if I'm like, oh, I'd rather the other guys, right? But no, I've always just loved De Lancer. So I suggest for you guys to really, you know, move yourself between the two. It doesn't cost a lot. Also, there's another option when it comes to internet. So I already told you the cellular phone option. I already told you the home option. Gracias, amor. You too?
I'm good.
Okay. I see you're driving a car now. Oh, nice. Come say hi to people, please. Here's the beautiful singer. Oh, your English is amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Have you been practicing English?
At church.
At church? Wow, good for you.
Thank you.
I can notice a huge difference. You're welcome. Your pronunciation is on point.
Hi.
Yeah. So you guys come and catch. Are you still singing
Yeah.
here as well? Where do you sing usually? Her voice is amazing.
I sing here.
On what nights?
Sometimes, at Casa Linda.
Casa Linda now? Congratulations. When do you sing here? What days?
At the beach. Tuesday, Thursday.
Tuesday and Thursday.
Saturday.
And Saturday.
Or Saturday.
Okay, so Friday or Saturday it alternates. And what time does it start? Like 8 o'clock?
8, yeah.
Okay. And you sing at the beach? Playa Alicia?
No. Playa Sosua.
Playa Sosua. Okay, you guys can catch her on Playa Sosua. What days do you sing on Playa Sosua?
I pick Monday, but
It changes sometimes?
no. Only Monday. But
Only Monday.
sometimes I don't go.
Okay.
If I go, I need to tell you that.
Yeah, tell me. And yeah, watch the video and then put in the video when you're going to be there. Okay. Thank you, sweetheart. Her voice is amazing. She sings that song, Hallelujah, like nobody's business. You know that song? Hallelujah. Anyway, guys, I digress. I apologize, but it's always important to give you guys little gems of information as well, even though we're talking business and relocation. You know, it's always nice to talk about other things and introduce other people. So when you come here, you also have people that you can see and recognize and be like, oh, I saw you in Cerise's video. That happens very often. Okay, so getting back to the internet, you have internet, and then like I already said, you have your cell phone. If you get yourself a SIM card, you can use that walking up and down the streets if you top up very inexpensively, or you can just get people's Wi-Fi. Also, you can get your home internet, which is with Claro, or also De Lancer. There's another little device that I also used to use when I was here, and I call plug and play. And it's this little portable device about this big and about this wide. And I used to just plug it in. I've done videos on it, and I could take it to like a bar, I could take it to a restaurant, like Dominican bars and restaurants that don't have Wi-Fi, and I just plug it into the wall and everybody can get it that's in that restaurant at the time. Very convenient, and they sell that at Altis, and that's 1,000 pesos a month, which is $20 a month. Not bad at all, and you can also get 3 different like speeds of it. Okay, now again, guys, I'm quoting you prices that were before the world changed. We know right now with inflation, prices have gone up, and that also still stands here. Prices haven't gone up on like cell phone top-ups, so I don't know, maybe they're not going to go up on the internet either. But the internet is reliable, and all you have to do as well right now, you can actually go online and go www.daylancer, and or just Google Daylancer. And I don't know if they have English translation, but I do know that if you speak Spanish, you will be, I'm pretty sure they'll have English translation. But you'll be able to read what's on the website. And even if you don't speak Spanish, it still speaks kind of like in English words, because it will say fibre optics, and then it will show how many, like, you know, how many megabytes and all that, and the price. So you'll still be able to figure it out. And it says mensuel instead of monthly, right? Just think of menstrual cycle, mensuel, okay? What else? Let me see here. I want to make sure I answer all your questions today, guys. I just want to say, go ahead and hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Call in harder. Happy Sunday. And then we have Abdul. Hello, Cerise. Are the prices steadily rising to live there? Oh my gosh. You know, it's rising almost every day. And that's, okay, so let me give you two examples. Hola. Let me give you two examples. Okay, I had a guy contact me today. And he said to me, he's like, hi, how much is an apartment to rent for February? And that's a big loaded question. And I wish I could say a certain price, but it really depends on what area, what you're looking for. You know, so I got back to him and I'm like, it depends. How many rooms? Studio, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom. He got back and he said, you know, 1 bedroom. So back in the day before the world changed, I could get a 1 bedroom for like $400, $350, depending on your taste. And for something really nice and modern, maybe $600, $650. And so it kind of changed over time. Gracias, amor. ¿Este es para mí? ¿Un regalo? ¿Regalo de quién? Oh, thank you. Okay, gracias, amor. Sí, gracias. ¿Tú quieres venir aquí para un momento y hola? I just got a gift. Hola.
Hello, how are you guys? ¿Todo bien?
What's your name?
Milandi.
Melandi.
Yeah,
She
I'm
works.
happy and smiley.
She works here in Smiley's, and she just came over and gave me a gift. These are lime, limon, but they're lime in English, peanuts. So I'm going to take these home and enjoy them tonight. They're great. I've been staying away from chocolate, but that's a whole other thing. I'll get into that later on when we talk about Fitness Fridays, if we get to it. So the prices, I know that back in the day, the prices were just so different. These days, I had to tell the guy, I'm like, a 1 bedroom right now, you can get a 1 bedroom for like $500, $550, but it's going to be very meager. Like, it's going to be very much not modern. It's just going to be a humble apartment. If you're looking for something really nice and you're looking for something with a safe and maybe even with a pool, something that is right here in town in Bate, where most of the tourists are, then you're looking probably at around $700 a month or more. And back in the day, it was not that much, like $350, $400, $450, you know? So the prices have increased quite a lot. This guy wanted it for February, and I said to him, right now we are going into July. It would be smart for you to reserve something in September. If you want something that's going to be for like, you know, $700, and make sure that it's that price, because the prices are going up so much that I can't even say how much they're going to be in January when high season comes, because of course Sometimes some apartments in the summertime can go down by a couple of hundred, but you gotta bet your bottom dollars that the winter time, when that comes, when it's called high season, those prices are going to go up, and especially in the tourist area. That's another thing that's different between Cabarete, Sosua, and Los Charamicos, Sosua, where I live. Where I live in Los Charamicos, there is no high season, low season prices. They're just going to give you one price, and that's how much that price is going to be, whether it is in July or if it's near Christmas time when the rush comes in for everyone to come and visit. Okay? So that's why I keep telling people, if you can get yourself in a nice local Dominican neighborhood in Sosua or Puerto Plata, somewhere where you don't need a gated community, you don't need a pool, you don't need a guard at the front, because let's face it, we really don't need that. And if you feel comfortable living in a building where you just lock the front door, then like what I would do in Toronto, then you're cool. When I lived downtown Toronto, I didn't have a concierge. I lived in a condo on one of the main streets near Church and, for those of you who know Toronto, near Church and Carlton. That's like one street over from Yonge Street, the main street in downtown Toronto. I didn't have a concierge. Concierges are only for frills, glitz, and glamour. But I did have a beautiful, modern, brand new built condominium, right? Same thing here. My apartment in Los Charamicos was only built 3 years ago. This September, I will be living in it for 2 years. When I first moved here, I moved 10 times in 2 years. 10 times in 2 years. Could you believe that? Because some places had no hot water. Some places, they just, they just had no water, and some places the plumbing was bad. Some places the plumbing was stinky. So I had to really learn in order so I could know what's best for you guys coming here. Now, sometimes you may not land a perfect apartment, that you're going to enjoy or think that's luxury. But you'll always get an apartment that is with hot water, air conditioning, and furnished, flat screen TV, Wi-Fi, and cable, okay, when you rent with me and the landlords that I use. But speaking of luxury, I got an email yesterday from a gentleman, and this was another thing that kind of struck me as interesting, okay? He messaged me, and he said, "Hi, Cerise, how are you?" He introduced himself to me. He, "Where's your wife?" Okay, I'm going to be doing an interview at 3 o'clock, but I'm going to be doing an interview on someone else's channel, Kurt Worrell, and he's going to be interviewing me. But that's at 3 o'clock, so we still have a few more questions to answer, and we're going to chill. But so this guy messaged me, and he said, "Hi, Cerise," and he told me all about himself, and I really love emails like that. Some of you guys will email me, and you're like, "I'm looking for an apartment," and then I have to get back to you, and I'm like, "What are you looking for? Where? What's your budget? For what days? For how long?" And then I may not be able to get back to you for another 48 hours because I don't have a personal assistant, and I refuse to get a personal assistant. I'm going to have to get one soon. I really am, because I just have so much going on the ball, but that's another story. But I really love to be personal and upfront with you guys. When you guys talk to me on WhatsApp, I love you to hear my voice. I love to hear your voice, So this guy was thorough. He's like, "My name is this. My wife wants this. I want that." He even gave me links, like to projects that he's done online. Right? And I was like, "Oh, it's really nice." So he said he's looking for a luxury condo, and he gave me the price of $700 to $900. That's not going to happen here any longer. Maybe 4 years ago, you could get something very, not luxury. I mean, when I even got back to him, I said, "Listen, we all have different preferences of what luxury is. But I'm pretty sure we can all agree on what modern is, right? Modern and luxury are two different things." So I said to him, you're not going to get a luxury anything for 700 to 900 in Sosua or Puerto Plata. But you can get something modern, something very modern, and it's possible to get something $700 newly built in Puerto Plata. In Sosua, you're really rolling your dice, and it's going to be difficult if you just want to get it a month before. You really want to put in that order a few months before your vacation. So if you know that you're coming in December, January, February, high season, for those of you, okay, let me just back up, because some of you guys may be thinking, well, what's high season, right? High season is like the opposite of cottage season. For those of you who come from a cold country like I do, Canada, we call cottage season from May until October, like Thanksgiving, right? So from like after Easter to Thanksgiving, that is the cottage country time. And that's when a lot of people stay in Canada. They go to the cottage, they go to the trailer, or they go to their summer home and they're vacationing. They don't need to leave the country because it's so warm. And so that is what low season is here, because low season meaning low percentage of tourists coming here. Then we have high season, which means a high percentage of visitors coming here. And usually that is when November to May comes, when people want to get out of Canada and the colder countries, and they're like, I just want to be in a hot country. That's when a lot of people come here. They come here to visit long term. They come here to work online, or they are retired and they come here, they're like snowbirds, right? So that's what happens. And so when high season kicks in, that's when the prices go up. You know, there's a lot of things in demand. Higher the demand, higher the price. And so that's what's happening here now. And not only does high season affect the prices these days, I think personally, and this is just my opinion, after the world changed, because we closed down here, right when the pandemic started, we closed down here for like 3 months. We were one of the first people in the whole world to close our borders. And once we closed our borders, we weren't bringing in any tourists. And I can remember some people messaging me on WhatsApp, and they're like, Cerise, are you seriously staying? I'm like, yeah. They're like, but you're Canadian. You should just go back to Canada, wait it out. And I'm like, I'm Canadian, but this is my home now. I believe in this place, and I believe that we're going to be okay. Now, I didn't know we were going to be closed down for 3 months, but we were okay here. And I think that had a lot to do with the prices rising like just crazy, and also not the inflation, because the inflation is a world thing, but it had to do with people realizing that this truly is a seller's market now. Before that, it was a buyer's market. You can come in and you could buy at very inexpensive prices. Now I'm talking about land, condos, houses, but now some houses are selling for like $350,000 for a 3-bedroom. And before the world changed, it was like $100,000, $150,000 for like a 3-bedroom. So I have to tell you, and another thing I do want to say as well, and this is, I think, one of my most important observations that I've made here, or one of my most loved observations that I've made here, how modern things are. Like when it comes to the building of apartments and homes, these builders here are pretty amazing. And it is fascinating when I go into some of these houses, and they're not cookie cutter homes. Like in Canada, my mom used to call it cookie cutter homes. When you go into a house and then the next townhouse looks the same, the next townhouse looks the same. Now there are a lot of places that are like that, and they do resemble cookie cutter homes, like in like Canada and America. But here, you will be able to find a home, and a beautifully designed home, and even get it furnished for under $300,000, you know, and beautiful, beautiful places. So the key is to look around. Now, of course, we're not talking about buying today necessarily. I do have a video coming out on Tuesday that I want you guys to look at. It's about a condo that is 80,000, and it is just up the street from here. There's a pool on the premises. It's on the main floor. I know a lot of you guys are retired vets, and it's important for you to know that there are apartments available to you there. When I say 80,000, some of you guys, your jaws might be dropping for two reasons. One, you might be like, oh my gosh, that's so expensive. What happened? Some of you who are just now getting interested in the Dominican Republic might be saying, oh, that's not bad. 80,000 for a condo, one-bedroom condo with a pool, walking distance to the beach, in a tourist town of the tropical country of the Dominican Republic. Amazing, right? So it depends on where you are in regards to knowing about the Dominican Republic. But if we can agree, middle of the road, 80,000 compared to a lot of other apartments right now is pretty low. It really is. I can promise you that, because I have some people trying to send me apartments for like 150,000, and I'm like, why is this 150,000? Hold on, Noche's trying to jump out the window down there. Noche, ¿qué pasa? So I think it's really really important to understand how the prices have increased. But again, on Tuesday, look out for that video. It's going to be Real Estate Tuesdays, and I'm going to be putting out that video. Now, I don't know if I'm going to put in 2 or maybe even 3 things for sale in that one video. Okay, I think I might put in 3 different things for sale. One that's 80, one that's 120, and then one that's 200 and something. Just to show you guys the differences of prices and also the differences of areas. I think that's what I'm going to do, actually. That would be quite fun for you guys to be able to see the differences and to see what really is available in regards to modern, and also just in terms of, they're all furnished as well, but in terms of what you're getting and what you're not getting. For instance, the one that's 120 doesn't have a pool. The one that's 220 has 2 pools. And then the one that is 80 has a pool, you know, but there's different reasons why they're all different prices, and I'll get more into that on Tuesday. But in any case, I think it's very important for you guys to understand that the prices are different all over the Dominican Republic, and it depends on where you are. 15-minute drive from here, you can get a 1-bedroom apartment for, well, 2-bedroom apartment for $600 a month. But it's not a walk to the beach. Of course, everything is location, 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 and that's always important. Here is no different. And hold on one second. I don't want to keep yapping here. I want to make sure I answer all your questions. Oh, thank you, X-Strolling, for the $5 contribution. I really appreciate that. TL Tucci, I think it says, hey, how are you doing? Do you accept 1099A? What's that? 1099A. I don't know what that is. And then we have FL Tucci says, I want one for the whole year, everything included. 33, get a virtual assistant. Oh, thank you. A virtual assistant would be amazing. I think I will have to do that. And then I have Corvette. Hi, beautiful Cerise. Hello, handsome Corvette. And then we have FL Tucci say, thank me later. Just need you to know if you accept that form. I don't know what that form is, but virtual assistant is amazing. And I do have a lot of people in Toronto who I could have as a virtual assistant on WhatsApp. My real thing is, and honestly, this is my real procrastination, is dealing with you guys on one-on-one. I really love dealing with you guys on one-on-one. It just makes me be able to understand you more. The emails that I get sometimes are very private. You guys talk about your wives, you guys talk about your children, you guys talk about your work, you guys talk about difficulties that you're having in life, some, you know, just advancements that you made in your lives. And the soul coach in me really appreciates that. So it's a little difficult just passing your email over to other people, right? And so that's just the only thing. But At any rate, I do have to get a personal assistant coming into 2023 because with my new television show, with the Storytime drama series, and then also Living Good, growing so much, I do need to make sure that I have someone working with me. And plus, I put out videos now every single day on my channel, and they are scheduled. They're not just random videos. Random videos I put out on Monday. Tomorrow, I can tell you exactly what my random video is going to be. I'm going to walk from here. If it doesn't rain, it looks like it might rain, but if it doesn't rain, I'm going to walk from here all the way down the street to the end where the tourism, the popular tourism starts, just so you guys can feel comfortable with my virtual tour. That's what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to come up here and chill out. Like, hold on one second. I want you guys to see where I'm at right now, at a bar. Those are expats. Those are expats at the bar. And they live up in the upper part or up in the areas where the rent is not as much. No. So the rent is not as much. So they come here to the bar. They don't feel any way. They've been living here for a while. Some of them 15 years, some of them 5 months. You know, they're old schoolers. They come and they go. Most of them are on pension, and they've learned how to live low cost and be happy. Kind of like a lot of you guys are looking for, right? So it's important for you guys to understand that Pedro Clasante, the main street in Albate is the main tourist place in Sosua. We're gonna walk, and I'm gonna show you guys that you can just walk down the street. Hey, I'm gonna show you guys that you can just walk down the street and just feel so cool. I really pray it doesn't rain. Send some positive energy with some sunshine, because that's what I want to do today, and that will be my random video for tomorrow. On Monday. On Monday, it's going to be my only random video day. On Tuesdays, that's where I'm going to put out that video with the things, with the apartments that are for sale, the condos. And then Wednesdays, I talk about relationships, no matter where they are, here or around the world. And they can be pretty shady. And then on Thursdays, I just put up a clip from my talk show that I have here on television. And I'm pretty sure we're going to be on national TV soon. Right now, we're only on the North Coast, but that's better than nothing. But I'm pretty sure we're going to be national soon. I think we're going to be taken up, syndicated. I feel it. I really feel it. And then on Fridays, I do Fitness Fridays because I want to lose 50 pounds. Not only do I want to, I need to. And then, of course, on Saturdays, I do Storytime Saturdays, and that's just been picked up by Costa Norte TV Studios as a drama series. And then Sundays is what I'm doing right now. Sosua Sundays, where I never know what I'm going to do. I sit down in a restaurant or on the beach or somewhere, and I interview someone, or I do questions and answers. So I'm always busy, and I wouldn't change it for the world. But I do definitely need, probably in the next few months, especially with my new drama series coming out, Storytime, which I'm going to be calling Society, I'm definitely going to need an assistant. Maybe just an assistant with Society and writing. If you are a writer, or if you are a producer, just give me a shout, because I would love to work with you. You don't need to be here, you don't need to live here to be a writer or a producer. If you are a director and you're in town, you want to direct one of the stories, you definitely can. If you are just someone who's a script writer, or if you're just someone who wants to get involved and you're coming here and you want to do acting, you want to be an actor in one of the stories, let me know before you come so we can involve you in one of the stories, okay? In any case, I digress, and I apologize about that. But I do want to say, guys, it's so important. Corvette, I am a woman. I am Turn on the Page's sister. Hey, that is right. I knew you looked familiar. Hi, sweetheart. FL Tucci says, can I email you about the information I'm referring to? Absolutely. Please email me the same name as this YouTube channel, Cerise Fairfax at gmail.com. Okay, and make sure you put in the title and the subject line that you're giving me information on what you said. And then X Strolling says, to combat power outage, is it expensive to set up an inverter and batteries for backup power in Sosua? You know what? That's one of the most important questions. And I gotta tell you, I'm joking. Of course you can. And it's not expensive. Some places that you rent here actually have 24-hour electricity. When I first got here 4 years ago, once a month, it was scheduled for the electricity to go out. I remember the first time the electricity went out, I looked at my ex-boyfriend, because I was dating a Dominican at the time, and I was like, what's wrong? I was terrified. Looking back on it now, I don't know why I reacted that way. It was so different. All the electricity went out, none of the devices were working, and I'm like, what's happening? I thought it was like World War III. And he's like, what? And he plugs in his cell phone. He's like, oh, the power's out. And I'm like, what does that mean? And he's like, it means it's probably Tuesday and it's going to be out until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I thought he was magic. And I was like, till 3 o'clock in the afternoon? And he's like, yeah, hold on. Noche wants to. Oh, you want to take her, Kurt? I don't know if she wants to go pee or she just wants to go find that dog over there. Right. Oh, she can jump off the ledge. It's okay, babe. There we go. I think she just wants to go with that dog across the street over there. Yeah, that's what she wanted. So I got here and I was like, guys, like to him and his brother, what's wrong? And he's like, listen, the electricity will be back on at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It was back on at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. After that, I was here for about 7 months, 8 months when it started to change. And it didn't go out, and it didn't go out every month. It started to go out every 2 months. Now, it is pretty darn amazing. I live in Los Charamicos. I don't have 24-hour power. That means I have 24-hour power. It stays on 24 hours, 7 days a week if I want to use power that often. But if there's like an electrical outage, like let's say there's a wire hanging in the street and a big truck goes by and it takes that wire out, there's not going to be any power. But you know, that will last for like a couple of hours. And at Norte, the electrical company here, they are on it. They really get on it. Now here in Bate, in the tourist area, a lot of places, especially if you're paying like a couple of hundred more than what I'm paying every month, those places will definitely have what we call here inversers, or inverter in English. And those inversers, they're pretty amazing. Yeah, here, this dog is coming for Noche now. That's what Noche did. She went down there so she could say hi to him. Gosh, my dog, she's such hot stuff. It's a boy dog too. So yeah, you can get yourself an inverter, and sometimes they're like 2,500 bucks. I'm sorry, not 2,500 bucks. They're 25,000 pesos, which is like 500 bucks. You can buy secondhand ones for like 10,000 pesos, which is 200 bucks. Depends on what you need it for. Listen, you really don't need a big inverter for a 1-bedroom apartment. If you have a house and, you know, a villa or something like that, then, you know, give me a shout and I can help you get one, no problem. But sometimes you can just go online here in the Dominican Republic, like on Facebook or whatever, and just plug it in. And that's it. Just plug in inverter, you know, Dominican Republic, and you'll see how much they cost. Most people don't need them, and especially these days. Now, let's say, for example, you want to move where I'm moving, where I live. in Los Charamicos. And it is Dominican neighborhood and not a lot of people have inverters. Chances are you're not going to have to worry about that these days. My electricity went out 2 days ago, 3 days ago, and it was not the problem of the apartment. It was the problem of Edenorte. They were upgrading it, and that's what this president, Luis Abinader, has been doing. The police are going by. Hola. Luis Abinader has been doing that. He has been upgrading the grids all over Santiago, all over Puerto Plata, all over Santo Domingo, upgrading the electricity grids, which is pretty important and pretty impressive. So, you know, speaking of upgrading, a lot of you guys have been asking me about Sosua Beach and the upgrading there. And there has been some talks with the vendors on the beach. The president has recognized that it's a very tender topic and a very difficult topic to just go there and tear everything up and change people's lives overnight that have had those businesses on the beach for like decades, 3 decades, 2 decades, what have you. And the president has not stalled anything, but has pulled back on the reins a little bit and has focused on other projects. So I do want you guys to know that. So those of you who are coming here to enjoy Playa Sosua, you're still going to have some time to do it. I don't know if he's going to wait until the next presidency vote, like the next vote that, you know, the next campaign, or is he going to do it just before the next campaign? Because there is a lot going on, and there's a lot to be changed. So we just need to really keep moving with everything that is going on. Let me see here. There are a few things I do want to repeat. Storytime Saturdays are going to be going to the TV station here. We're going to be calling it Society. It is Storytime drama series, and not only that, it's going to be pretty fun. You can catch it on Facebook because it will air live on Facebook, even though it's going to be aired live here in the studio. And on television, we're going to create a link that you guys can watch online. And as well, I'm going to be putting it on my YouTube channel. And then also my Living Good television show. Thanks to everyone here and all the advertisers like Smiley's, where I'm sitting at, and all you guys who watch online. Thank you, everyone. Living Good is now going to have repeats, and we're going to be doing reruns on Sundays. So it's going to run today on Channel 7. You guys won't be able to catch the reruns because the reruns are only here in the Dominican Republic, but you guys can catch the talk show every Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. just by looking on Facebook, Costa Norte TV Facebook page, or you can add me on Facebook, and you'll be able to see when I put the link up every Wednesday. I have new guests every Wednesday. Next week, I'm going to be talking to a woman by the name of Sheila. Okay, FL Tucci, I look forward to your email. But overall, this week, for instance, on Living Good, I'm going to be speaking to a woman who has a veterans clinic. And what she does is she welcomes anyone who has, like, an American veteran who has benefits. You can get massages at this place. You can get stone hot therapy massages with stones. You can also get counseling, mental health counseling. You can also go there and just chill out and massage. Did I say massage? I don't know. But she has an entire clinic that is geared towards American veterans, war veterans, Army, Navy, I don't know, whatever it is, a veteran. And she's going to be on my show this week. And she's going to be talking on Wednesday about what services she has. So please tune in for that via Facebook. Okay? I don't put it live on my YouTube channel, but it is via Facebook. Amor, diferente, por favor. Este es poco vinagre. Vinagre?
Vinegre?
Vinagre is vinegar. Tastes like vinegar. Is sí, diferente. Frontera, por favor. So sorry, the wine that I have tastes a little bit like vinegar. But you know, most people order beer here. It's a drinking place where people really enjoy beer, and very rare does anything taste like vinegar here at all, because this is a drinking town, but not always drinkers. Oh, this tastes a little bit like vinegar.
Huh?
Like vinegar is a little bit.
Does smell good?
Doesn't taste good. Vinagre, 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 vinegar. Tastes like vinegar. Okay, dame una cerveza, por favor.
Pues de
Sí. O bohemia.
pequeña o grande.
Pequeña, por favor. Gracias.
Bohemia.
Sí. I don't like to complain about anything. But in any case, guys, are you going live? No? Okay. So, okay. You can with stream. Okay, you can with StreamYard. If you don't have 1,000 viewers yet, you can always get connected with StreamYard. For those of you who don't know, and you have a YouTube channel, you can always do that. Okay. So, I forgot what I was talking about. I guess it was not that important. But yes, oh yes, it was important. So this Wednesday, you guys go on my my Facebook, and you guys will be able to see what services this. That was a huge motorcycle. What this woman Sheila, she's an expat here from America, and what she is offering, it is pretty amazing. Gracias, amor. Tiene limón. Gracias. Y un vaso. Vaso. Pequeño vaso, por favor. Sí, pequeño. And she gives a lot of services to the veterans. So a lot of you guys, you come here, you're veterans, and you're like, oh, you have this ailment, you have that ailment, and you think you're not going to have any services when you get here. There are a lot of services. You can get an apartment or buy a condo that's on the bottom floor. Like what I'm going to be putting out on Tuesday, this condominium, 80,000, is on the bottom floor. You walk out and you're at the pool, and it's beautiful. And not only that, you can just take one bus all the way to Puerto Plata to go to this veteran center, and then you talk to this woman, and she can set you up with all types of services. And they are all covered by your veteran allowance or your veteran, I don't know, insurance policy or whatever. In Canada, we don't have that. You know, like in Canada, our veterans are taken care of because our health care system is much different than America's health care system. But veterans, gracias. But veterans in America are treated a little bit differently. And you guys, even if you are very, very injured, you may not get 100% of your income that you deserve for fighting for your country. She helps you with this, with some letters. I think it's called Nexus or something like that. But she helps you create a letter in order for you to get more on your policy or on your insurance claim, on whatever. I don't know. Again, I don't know what it's called. I'm not American. But we're going to be talking to her on Wednesday. And I want you guys that are veterans to tune in, please. My name on Facebook is my exact name here on my YouTube channel, Cerise Fairfax. Just go on Cerise Fairfax. I have like different things going on Facebook. I have a page. I also have my profile. So make sure when you go on Facebook, you see the picture of me, okay? And my profile is open. So just go on my profile and you'll see the link on Wednesdays. I don't put the link on my page, on my business page. I put the link on my profile. Okay, so very different. Go on there and watch me this Wednesday, because Sheila is going to go into detail what she can offer you guys that are coming here. It's pretty amazing, the resources that you can get here in the Dominican Republic and not feel alone and not feel like you are being let down. They fight for you. They write a letter for you. They get mental services in there. They get masseuse in there. Like I said, hot stone therapy. They put these stones on you and they put it on your back if you have any injuries. It's pretty amazing what is happening in the Dominican Republic and how people from all around the world are coming here to relocate, because they do want to spend less money on rent. They do want to spend less money on property taxes. They do want to spend less money on buying something. And the fact that you can now buy something and flip, that was never before the world changed. Buying something and flipping it, unheard of, because it wasn't a buyer's market. Sorry, it wasn't a seller's market. It was a buyer's market. So if you were buying, you were holding until you could sell it for a couple of bucks or live in it until you die. Nowadays, you can buy something and you could sell that bad boy in probably 3 months from, that was a Cressida. That car was an old car, old K car. But you could buy that and you could resell it for really, and make at least 15,000, 20,000 on it in months. In Canada right now, and I heard the same things going on in America, the insurance, the interest rates have gone up. And that is to make sure that people are going to buy less. They want people to purchase less. The reason why is because the more things are in demand, people purchase, things go up. And they go through the roof. Like I was saying earlier, when it comes to the Dominican Republic, why are the prices going up? Because a lot of people are coming here to stay. Now what happened is there has to be a housing correction in the market in Canada. So they just raised it by 1%. And I heard that America is going to be doing it by 1.5 to 1.7 interest raise. And this is not good. But it's all right. I guess they have to bring down the prices of some places, because some places in Canada are selling for like, $2 million. And 10 years ago, or even 5 years ago, it would have only sold for like 700,000, and it's just prices are going through the roof. That will affect us here in the Dominican Republic 100%. But the positive in that are a few things. Number one, if you're relocating here, you're relocating for the good weather, the climate, you're close to the beach, or you're in the mountains where you're going to get a lot of breeze, or you're in the city where you're going to get a lot of activity. But you're still not going to pay as high prices as you would in Canada or America, and I can assure that. Unless you're, of course, buying like a huge 6-bedroom estate, and you can definitely buy something here for $1 million, and it'll be beautiful with a gorgeous view, and nothing close to just a 3-bedroom townhouse in Toronto, or 4-bedroom townhouse in Toronto for like $1.6 million. Just some of it's not making sense, and so even the government's like, well, yeah, the prices need to be corrected. So that correction that's happening right now in America is going to kind of drizzle a little bit here. But because the prices aren't as high here, you're going to see that people are going to not suffer as much here. So just to kind of let you guys know, it's important. I'm going to wrap up now. I just want to make sure that I got you guys on here. FL Tucci says, trust me, this is 100% legit, and I'm ready to move ASAP. All right. Jesse says, hi, Cerise. Hi, Jesse. And then FL says, how are starting local businesses there? It's pretty good. I'm going to get to that. Deborah S. Deborah S., did you see the video that I put up of you and your son? Amazing. Say hi to Terrence for me. And then, and hello back to you, sweetheart. And then FL says, like a deli or a bar, etc. Jesse says, yes, that's what Canada tax bracket so high. They have free national health care. Yes, Canada does have free national health care. Beautiful to that. They're amazing for that. But at the same time, you know, I pay for my health care here. If you guys want to just talk about health care for 1 second, I pay for my health care here, and it's not so bad. $2,500 a month, which is $50 a month, and it's pretty good. I mean, I get my teeth cleaned and everything like that, and doctors and everything like that. It's important to have. But businesses, before we go any further and before I say goodbye, it's a great question, FL Tucci. The question was, how is it like opening up businesses here? It's really important. I opened up a business here when I first came here, right along the street on Pedro Clisante. I don't know how I did it. Half the things that I did when I first came here, and I look back on it, I don't know how I did it. And that's, I think, one of the reasons, or many of the reasons, why I talk to you guys like this, and I have so much experience, because I just went by the seat of my pants and I didn't worry. And that's what I want you guys to do. A lot of you guys are worried about the gringo prices. Look at my video that I put out, I think 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago about gringo prices. I want you guys to stop worrying about those prices. Don't do it any longer. And it's ridiculous. Dominicans are not trying to gouge you, neither are Haitians. And if anyone is going to gouge you, and you guys know this, so please forgive me, are other foreigners, you know, because they know the price that they would charge in America or Canada, right? And they would charge so much more. So they're like, oh my gosh, this house in Canada or America would go for like $1,500 a month, so I'm going to charge, you know, $1,000 a month. Meanwhile, Dominicans would charge you $800 a month or $700 a month. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. So please, don't be afraid that you're going to get gouged. So now back to the business. Get a business that you know, like you said, like a deli or something of that nature. They have them here, and they're called cafeteria. I can't believe I forgot the name in Spanish, but in English, it's cafeterias. That's what they call them here. Cafeteria. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot it in English. I mean in Spanish. But anyway, it says it's even spelled the same way in Spanish. Cafeteria. And that's what they're called, cafeteria. Now, if you put deli or delicatessen, it's going to be a little fancy, and it's going to be nice, and it's great. And but there are a lot of them here, and they sell sandwiches with ham and cheese. They sell like French fries and tacos, and they also sell like different little things. They have them here, empanadas. You know, they have all like different things going on. So it's a very popular thing here. I'm looking across the street. I'm going to show you guys right now a cafeteria. Okay. I hope the feed is okay. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to zoom in. See the word cafeteria? They're everywhere. You see that right there in the corner? They're everywhere. Clothing stores. You see that clothing store? Modern clothes as well. Everywhere. So no matter where you go, you're going to find a deli, but here we call them cafeterias. Now, I'm not saying don't open up a deli. Obviously, open up whatever business it is that you believe in, because when I came here, I opened up a restaurant, and I always wanted to open up a restaurant. And you know what happened? In Canada, when I lived downtown Toronto, the rent was like $3,000 a month or more. Oh no, let me back up. Way more than $3,000 a month. But they had this little area that was like a flea market area along Yonge Street. And this place was $3,000 a month. And you were only allowed to open 3 days out of the week. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's pretty expensive, $3,000 a month. You got to make sure you're bang on the money to be able to make your money back, or otherwise you're just going to lose. Here, it's not that expensive. And on top of that, you don't need to open in Bate in order to get yourself some clients at all. You can advertise with someone like myself on Living Good. You can advertise with vloggers here to be able to get people like you guys from around the world to be like, oh, I saw on Cerise's video this restaurant. I want to go check it out. I have people that watch my videos from time, and they come here and they check out all the different places that I suggested to them that I like. And they go there and they visit it and they're happy, and they say to the owners, hey, Cerise told me to come here, and blah, blah, blah. And the owners already know me because I did the video, and it's all gravy. So when it comes to a business, no, Noche, tranquila. Tranquila, tú tienes agua? She wants the dogs. All the way down that street right there are dogs. She wants loose, but I don't let her loose. FL Tucci. Oh wait, Deborah, yes, thanks for the interview. I was a little nervous, but it turned out good. Oh, sweetheart, your interview was so amazing. Some guys actually said on the video, why would a son bring his mom to Sosua? I was like, why wouldn't a son bring his mom to Sosua? That's a loving son. Why wouldn't a son bring his mom to Sosua? You brought your wife. Like, your wife came to my television show the other day. Okay. How was your wife? She got sunstroke. Where is she at? In the hotel? Ah. Okay. Oh, yeah. His wife got sunstroke yesterday. It gets hot here. It does get hot here. But that's why some of you guys, you're like, you want a house on the beach. And I'm like, well, if you're a person that gets hot really easy, don't just rely on the air conditioner. Heat exhaustion. Oh, that's what she got. Oh, a little bit of Pedialyte will help her. All that Gatorade stuff, she'll be able to just sleep the day off. And tomorrow she'll be back in action. That doesn't happen often here, but I had it before in Canada. Believe it or not, in the summer months. Okay. So yeah, like, you guys, there's all different places here. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. Some people were like, why did this son bring his mother here? And I'm like, I would bring my son here, and I'm pretty sure my son wouldn't be interested in all the delicacies that are on the street. I would even encourage him to bring his girlfriend. And not only that, if my son brought me here, I would be so thankful. I'd be like, oh, thank you, because it's a great place to be. More and more families are coming every day. And those people that leave messages like that just tells me two things. One, they have never been here the way the expats live here. They're probably only people that come for a week every few months. Number two, it tells me that they haven't been here for a while, because this is no longer a town of just goodies and stuff of that nature. Families are coming. Men are coming and bringing their children and their wives, and not necessarily on the main strip right here where I'm at and where I'm going to video and show you guys tomorrow what it looks like on random Mondays, but also up in the hills in places like La Mulata, Casa Linda, Los Castillos, Los Cerros, all over, Playa Chiquita, Puerto Chiquito, and Cangrejo. You see, all those places that I just named, it's not going to be anything to most of you guys listening to this. To some of you guys, yes, and you're probably agreeing. But to those of you who are just hearing those names for the first time, as many names as I just rhymed off, you're going to be like, oh, those places are all family friendly? Absolutely. So, guys, I do want to say thank you so much for watching today, but I also want to see any messages that I might be missing before I leave my spiritual journey. Thank you, FL. And 3 to 1 p.m. Oh yeah, I gotta go. And FL's from New York. And then we have Deborah. I like Sosua. Some are there for different reasons. You guys make sure you watch the video of Deborah S. I put it out, I think about 2 weeks ago tomorrow. And it's called Mental Break. And the reason why I called it Mental Break is because, well, you guys watch the video and you'll see why I named it Mental Break, because she made such an important point. And I was like, this is such an important point for those of you who are going to be watching the video. So guys, now I am going to get interviewed from Kurt Worrell, and he has a YouTube channel. Do you want to come over and say hi to everyone so they can be introduced to you, and then when they watch your channel, they'll be able to see what questions you ask me.
What's up, people? You can hear me?
Yeah.
What's going on? Kurt Worrell here. Cerise is awesome.
Oh,
Listen to her, all right? She's got really good information. As a matter of fact, I'm going to talk a little bit, right?
Yeah,
As a
for
matter
sure.
of fact, she was one of the the people that I listened to before I came down here, and I reached out to her, and we were able to make connect, create a relationship, and that type of thing. So all of her information is spot on, so make sure you listen, all right?
Yeah.
Peace out.
Yeah. I even brought him to my apartment to show him what Los Charamicos is all about. Sat on my terrace. We really chilled. Not only that, I met his
Dope apartment too. That is not the hood. Beautiful apartment.
right in Los Charamicos, see? A lot of people think that the local Dominican areas are not modern. My apartment is modern. I have air conditioner in each bedroom. I have 2 bathrooms. I have a beautiful big terrace. My stove is right on my counter. Granite countertops. Beautiful. But guys, I just want to say thank you so much for watching today. Hit that like button. If you didn't catch the live and you're watching it afterwards, still hit that like button. And I'm going to give the rundown right now of what I do, because I upload videos every day and it takes a lot of work to do it. But I've dedicated myself to doing that for you guys because I just love you guys. Even today I was like, I'm going to do my Sosua video from home, but I knew I had to come and do an interview with you. And I knew I had to bring little Miss Noche out for a walk. She likes her little Sunday walks into Bate. So here's the rundown of my videos every week, and there's something for everyone. Random Mondays, but tomorrow's not going to be random. Tomorrow you'll see the sun's back out. I'm going to walk from here all the way down to the tourist area, just maybe about a 10-minute walk, and just so you guys can get comfortable with the walk. Okay, so Random Mondays. Tuesday is Real Estate Tuesdays, where I show condos for sale, apartments for rent, houses for sale, anything for sale or anything for rent. And sometimes I just talk about relocation information, like what I'm doing today. It's a very important point for people that are coming here to relocate, because they need to be reassured. And then Wednesdays, I talk about relationships, because relationships are also a huge thing here in Sosua, in the Dominican Republic. A lot of single men come here for women, and a lot of single women come here for men, or even men, women, doesn't matter. But also couples come here together and things happen. And then, people that are just going through divorces, people that have just lost someone. So relationships are very important, and it's not always about romance either. And then we have Thursdays, where I talk about my talk shows, information and everything. Fridays, where I talk about fitness, because a lot of people come here and they want to get fit. And I have 50 pounds to lose, so there's a lot that I have to talk about during those 50 pounds. I exercise, I try to cook and do whatever on those videos. And then Saturdays, I do a story time Saturday, because Story time is also my creative vibes coming together, and I love to just shoot them out there as a soul coach. I really love to share that with you guys. And then Sunday is Sosua Sunday, like I am right now. And you can hear a few people in the background. They're not arguing, they're debating. And I don't know what they're debating, but it's Sunday afternoon, and they're all retired, and they're all having fun. Let me turn the camera around. All right, guys, before I sign out, I want to turn the camera around, and I want to show you exactly what the street looks like here, where I'm at. And we're just going to wait for a second because I also want to show you the cars that are going up and down the street, how modern they are, and just a little bit of traffic, just a little bit of road traffic, you know. Before I used to come here, I used to go to Cuba, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's nothing modern there. Everything was like from back in the 50s when, you know, they started the embargo. And nowadays it is... I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's the same way. But now, here, it's completely modern. And, you know, I would say that the only thing that's really different are people don't always drive with their helmets on. And today, my motor concho was bringing me here from Los Charamicos, and I put Noche on the bike with me, my dog. She was raised on the bike. And so motor concho is a moto taxi. See that guy in front of us? Well, I would get on the back of his bike and he would take me to where I'm going locally. And, you know, anywhere here in Sosua, it should be 50 pesos. Outside of Sosua, if you're going to Casa Linda, or if you're going to La Mulata, or if you're going to Los Charamicos, you know, like during the evening time, you're looking at 100 pesos during the evening. But during the nighttime, everything is 50. During the daytime, everything is 50 pesos. So, yeah, today my motor concho was not wearing his helmet. And so I said to him, where's your helmet? And he's like, oh, today's Sunday. There's no police out on Sunday. I'm like, well, there's accidents that happen on Sundays. And he just had like a major accident 5 months ago, 6 months ago. And almost died. So that's one thing you'll notice. A lot of people don't wear motorcycle gear or helmet gear, but it is what it is. And there are a lot of rules that are being put in place right now with that, even drunk driving, everything. A lot of things are being changed here. Now, just to check a couple of the message before I leave, because you guys know I love talking to you and I love your questions. I just want to see in case I'm missing any. Keith Hannah, I don't see what that message says. And then Deborah says, oh, handsome. What is his channel? Oh, Deborah says you're handsome. Oh, he's like,
Thank you.
His channel is Kurt, C-U-R-T, W-O-R-R-E-L-L, Warwell. And Kurt Warwell. And love, he would love if you subscribe. But Deborah didn't ask that. Deborah said you're handsome. But FL Tucci asked that. And
I'm going to be giving a lot of information on Mexico.
Okay, so come on over here and tell them that. I'm just going to read the last bit of messages here. Keith says, Cerise, Canadians, free Monday, expect a lot. No restriction. What's that? What do you mean? What's free Monday? And then FL Tucci says 333 again. Do you know what 333 means? 333 is a very special number. And then we have Corvette. Hi from New York, Long Island. FL says Corvette. I'm in Hempstead, Long Island. And then we have Corvette. Oh, I know where that is. Hi. And then we have Keith. We're free. Yes, Mondays we're free. Let me see that again, Keith, what you put up there at the top. Cerise, Canadians, free Monday. Expect a lot, no restriction. Oh, you're free. You guys are free Monday. No flying. No flying restrictions starting Monday for Canadians. I think that's what you're saying there. Ooh, I'm so excited for you guys. That means none of that funny stuff. All right, come on over here, Kurt, and tell everyone information about your channel. There we go. Tell them. Whoops, I turned it around again. Hold on one second. There we go.
What's up, people? Again. All right. So I actually live in Mexico. I've been an expat for a while. I'm here visiting Sosua, so I'm going to be giving some information on Mexico as well. All right. So that's what you're going to get on my channel once I leave here. I'm going to be going back to Mexico, and so you'll get a lot of Mexican flavor. You'll find out some of the best places to live and some of the best places to eat, that type of thing.
Nice.
And just travel from my perspective, because I've been doing this since what, like 2010. All right.
Wow.
So go
veteran.
subscribe.
You're a veteran.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And so, actually, I had Kurt on my television show last Wednesday on local TV.
Yeah.
And so what I normally do, because I usually have 2 guests a week. And so what I normally do is on my YouTube channel, I will show on Thursdays, Talk Show Thursdays, I will show just one of those guests. So I'm backlogged, put it that way. Last week I had on Chris and someone, Chris and you. And so you probably won't be up until about another 4 weeks from now.
Wow.
Because I have Rico Toro and then another guy, I forget, right? Rico Toro and who was the other guy I had on? Oh, Tim Rice. So that's 2 weeks separate right there. And then,
busy, man.
yeah, so you'll probably be in about 4 weeks from now.
Doing that damn thing.
Yes, yes, you know, I'm busy because I want to make sure I give you justice to your interview and then someone else their interview. So I usually have on 2 guests a week, guys. That's how I roll, and it gets busy. And we talk for 15 minutes with one guest, 15 minutes with another guest. And we never know what we're going to talk about. We just roll off the cuff, right? I don't send you questions beforehand, right? We just, what are we going to talk about? So I'm happy that we're going to be talking to everyone also about Mexico, because you have so much to share with people, you know, homeschooling your kids, and not only homeschooling your kids, but also traveling around America, settling in Mexico. There's so much you have to share with people on your channel. So even before you guys watch them,
can I
absolutely,
say
come say something.
And guess what? Cerise is really the one who inspired me to do this channel, because I'm a real private person. Like, I don't really want to share my business out there like that. But when I met Cerise, she was like, you know, I was telling her some of the stories that I've experienced, we've experienced in our travel. She's like, well, why don't you have a channel? I'm like, you know what? A lot of people have been asking me that. So, you know, I'm going to go ahead and create a channel and share some of the journey. And it's not a typical travel channel. It's perspective, my perspective, and my honest perspective on, you know, just being an African-American male and moving from different places to places. I'm about to go get another passport. Right?
Oh, nice.
So that's going to be passport
Your Trinidadian passport?
Trinidadian passport. You know,
Originally from Trini?
Yeah,
Trinidad.
Yeah. So, you know, you'll get some content on that. Just real, down-to-earth, straight-up content.
And I love that.
Yeah.
And you guys love that.
Yeah.
Because when I was hearing your stories about you raising your boys, not in school, not in the school system, and now they're like 18 and 19 or 18 and 17?
18 and 17.
Right,
yeah.
and they never went to
school. And then I have a
school.
daughter that's 24.
Right.
And she was homeschooled as well.
Right, and his wife is here visiting. I met his wife last week, and she's Puerto Rican, right? So she speaks Spanish.
Right.
Very humble, beautiful woman,
Right.
inside and out. Like, wow, you know?
She's like, you go in the front, I'll stay in the back.
And I said to her, can you please come on my show on Wednesday?
Yeah, I was trying to convince her. Like, after
she's
you
like,
texted
no.
me, she was like, oh, that's gonna be kind of hard. I'm like, well, you know, Cerise really digs you. She likes you. You know, you want to
Right,
try
but
it?
you know what? She's not feeling it.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
but get her
She's
on
an
your
introvert.
channel.
She's like
right.
a super introvert.
But get her on your channel.
I'm definitely working on
That's
that.
the most important
Yeah.
thing. Get her on your channel, even just to say a few things, and then she'll work up to it. And then the next time she visits here,
Right.
are you leaving on Wednesday as well?
I'm leaving on Thursday.
And both of you are leaving on Thursday.
Yeah, I'm leaving on Thursday.
Okay.
We're leaving on Thursday. I'm going back
Okay.
to the States because I got to take care of the passport, the second
Yep.
passport, and then I'm going back to Mexico. So I'm thinking about showing some of that content too, like
I
getting
think
your
you should.
passport and all that.
I
and the
think you
importance
should.
Of it, so.
Show as much as you can, because
Yeah.
people want to travel all over the world, and just to know that you actually raised your kids out of the school system. You know, there's a lot of people that have families and they're moving here to the Dominican Republic, and some of them are really afraid. You guys know what I'm talking about. You're like, oh, I don't want to take my kids out of the school system. What's that going to do to them?
Right.
They're not going to have that social interaction, and that is just all false.
It is.
It is false, because
That's
one of
that's
your sons owns a business and everything. Like, there's
that's
so
proud.
much. You guys watch Kurt's channel, and you're going to see.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, you talk about it, answer as many questions. Even live, you can answer questions on StreamYard. And you guys check him out on his channel, Kurt Worrell, and WORRELL. Kurt is CURT.
CURT.
All right.
I just want to say, really honestly, this is a real down to earth person, man. She's real cool.
Thank you.
You know, and you know, the first time we met, I mentioned that to you. But if you guys are, you know, trying to figure out how to make it here and how to, you know, move here, this is definitely, Cerise is definitely the person that you need to connect with.
Aw, thank
she's
you.
busy all the time. You're uploading every day.
Every day.
Wow.
Every
That's
day.
love. You
Yeah.
really love them, huh?
I do. I love all you guys.
But
I
yeah,
do.
pay attention to what she has to say, because everything is authentic, it's real, there's no fluff, and
Thank you.
she's bringing it from the heart, which is
Thank
what
you.
I love. So
Thank you.
kudos
Thank
to
you. How much do I owe you for that?
Send that check.
Thank you. That really means a lot to me too, because you guys.
I'm saying that for real. That's real talk.
Ah, thank you. He's like, that's real talk. But thank you, because it means a lot. I mean, I just want to bring you guys content, every single last one of you. Some of you aren't even planning on coming here for like, hey,
We saw you, so we had to turn around.
hold on a second.
Okay, you're live.
No, I'm putting you on camera right now. Are you coming in here?
Yeah.
All right. This is Lisa from Kalo K Restaurant. She's also Canadian, and that's her husband, Tony, and her sidekick. And she has Kalo K Restaurant, the best Big Macs, but not only that, you're known for your Big Macs, but I really want to say you have the best gourmet food.
Thank you, Leah.
Like, you're welcome. Are you coming in?
Yes, we're coming in.
Okay, so come on in. I want to get a better close-up of you guys coming in. Look, Tony loves his wife. They're like, hi, Noche. They're dog lovers too. Just about to sign off, and you see, guys, this is a great example of what expats do here. They were passing by and they saw me. Here, hold on, guys. Here we are. Come on and say hi, Lisa.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, so
everybody.
Tony and Lisa, they are the couple extraordinaire. And let me take this off because I want to make sure that they can hear you. Tell them some of your specials that you offer at Kalo K Weekly and where you're located.
Okay, so located on Dr. Alejo Martinez across from John Andres Hotel near Casa Marina. Monday is Big Mac Monday. Tuesday is French dip, which I guess also called beef dip, with just a master cut, slow cut lomillo on a toasted baguette with cheese and onions, served with homemade fries. Wednesday is, we switch it up. Sometimes it's Swiss chalet, sometimes it's sweet and sour pineapple chicken in a bowl, sometimes it's A&W.
I'm going to stop you for a second because she's just zooming along. When she says Swiss chalet, it's your real Swiss chalet. I don't know how you mimic these meals like they are the real cooks, and you also make these slices thicker. Like the Big Mac that you have is a huge piece of meat
Yeah.
that we used to get back when I was like 10 years old. The Big Macs these days are so
original Big
thin.
Mac.
Yeah, okay, so you have Wednesdays. Go ahead. What's Wednesday?
Oh yeah, sometimes A&W on Wednesday. Thursday is hot chicken sandwich. Friday is fish and chips, beer battered, marrow with homemade French fries and tartar sauce. Saturday I always switch it up. So Saturday is either all you can eat tapas, surf and turf, dim sum we recently did, which was a huge hit.
I saw that.
Huge hit. Closed Sundays, day of rest today. That's why I'm gonna have a drink with Cherise.
I love that. And I saw the photos on Facebook. Now, Lisa Crocker is on Facebook. Can you spell your name? Because I know a lot of people want to see the photos.
Yeah.
Guys, just go and check her out and look at the photos alone.
So personal name, Lisa, Lisa Crocker, Crocker, and the restaurant is called K-Lo-K Uptown, spelled Queloque, Uptown.
Tell them what K-Lo-K stands for.
What the what? It's it's how the Dominicans greet each other. It's kind of like a what's up. The naming the restaurant was paying homage to the Dominican people, basically. Started out with my tour company, and that's how and then the beach bar and everything.
Right.
So K-Lo-K is a way that they greet each other. We might say hola to them. They say K-Lo-K to each other.
K-Lo-K!
K-Lo-K. But be prepared. If you say K-Lo-K to a Dominican, they're going to start speaking to you in Spanish.
Yeah.
So you better know your Spanish.
Because K-Lo-K is like saying, what's up?
Yeah.
Now, you have this car. I'm not going to say the name. You're going to say the name. You're going to tell people, because if you guys are in a hotel here and you don't know how to get to K-Lo-K, this is how you're going to get there.
Okay, so we have Margarita. And Margarita is a tuk-tuk. And she's like a little Japanese, Vietnamese, somethingese tuk-tuk. She holds 8 people in total. And if you're coming to the restaurant, we'll come and pick you up for free as long as you're in the Sosua area. Margarita is her name because when we first got her, driving around the streets on her, and all the Dominican people were yelling, Margarita, Margarita, Margarita. I'm like, what the heck? So apparently it's an old folklore sort of movie about these 3 guys, kind of like our version of the Three Stooges, making their way across the DR and getting in all sorts of trouble and singing for their food and doing stupid stuff. But the whole time they're in a yellow tuk-tuk, and her name is Margarita. So.
Oh my gosh, I have goosebumps.
Yeah, pretty cool.
I love that story. I got to get you to come back on the show.
Yeah.
You guys, you were my first guest, right?
Yep.
Yes, I'm living good. All right, so I just want to say again, do you have a Facebook page of K-Lo-K?
Facebook page, K-Lo-K Uptown, and I also have a website. It's kloksosua.com.
Okay, and there's a lot of photos on there, I bet.
Tons of photos there. Most of the photos you'll find on on Facebook, because I literally post those daily. So all the
Okay.
specials daily with photos of the actual food. So,
Yeah. And her food is seriously delicious, guys. I promise you. And it is like a family environment. Whenever you go there, you're going to really enjoy it. I got to have you come back on to Living Good.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
So remember, anywhere in the area here, even if you're here right now, or if you're coming in like a couple of months from now, a couple of weeks, a couple of days, contact Lisa. Lisa will be able to pick you up for free in Bate. Now, if you're in Los Charamicos or Casa Linda or La Mulata,
That's fine.
I
Yeah.
think it's
As long as it's within Sosua, like not Cabarete or, you know,
right.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Whoa, there you go. And they'll come and they'll pick you up in their tuk-tuk. It is cute. It's amazing. And it's yellow. You can't miss it. You're going to want to get pictures of it too. All right, guys. We're signing out now.
She has to come drink with me. I'm on my day off. So she has to
I love you guys. Mwah. Take care. Have a wonderful Sunday. And there's Tony over there, her sidekick, her husband, and her partner. Everything. He takes such good care of you. You take such good care of him.
We do.
You know, I have to do a relationship. Yeah, I have to do a relationship Wednesdays with you guys. Because I have it on my channel. That was a big laugh. Honestly. Yeah, I have this.
A 20-year-old younger than you Dominican man.
I have relationship Wednesdays. I would love to bring you on.
Okay.
Honestly, I think I might come and do that with you guys this week.
That'd be fun.
All right.
Why not?
All right. Okay, guys, I love you. Mwah. Make sure you look out for Kurt Morwell's YouTube. We're going to do an interview now. CurtWorrell. Take care, everyone. Huge hugs, loads of love, big blesses. Huh?